Hello, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. It's been a couple of days since I recorded the first few episodes, and I feel like the time off has really done good for me. My subconscious has reflected on how I used to play this game, and I feel like I've remembered a lot of things that I wasn't really thinking about, or at least not prioritizing correctly the first time I was playing. I'm not going to restart, don't worry. That's part of the experience of these kind of colony management games, is you can't do everything right, and the emergent gameplay of like reacting to your mistakes is what makes it fun. So first of all, I kept talking about giving them individual rooms. That is not a thing I should be doing in this game. I don't know what game I was thinking of. There's another colony management game where the people like to have their individual rooms. It makes them happier. I don't think this is one of those games, so I'm just going to build like a barracks for them. I need to get a greenhouse going, or like a farming area. I should be prioritizing research probably a little bit more, so at least so we can get the airflow tiles that I was talking about either in the last video or the one before that. That way we can get our airflow going. We do have oxygen aplenty. You can see this beautiful sparkling blue air down here. It's just not getting everywhere. I also maybe went a little overboard on taking duplicants. We're up to 6 now. We've doubled our original size in a week. Definitely going to slow down on that. It's nice to have the extra hands, but that's a lot of extra resources being consumed as well. Now, do I remember what I was working on? I know we need more food. I remember we increased our priority for food making because we only have 5 kcals of food left. Daniel leveled up, apparently. He started with the plumbing skill. What do we not have? Does anyone have the cooking? Cuisine 0, -3, 0, 2, 5. So Silas should be our cooker. That'll be his next skill. What are you good at? You're good at strength? So carrying could be useful. Yeah, why don't we do that? Or construction. Or digging. So what are we gonna be working on? We were digging out this area, A, because we wanted to dump our clean water into this reservoir, I think. And B, the problem is, I guess we could build tiles here. I was gonna say, it's gonna be hard to actually, like, turn this into a useful reservoir if we can't build tiles around it. I don't want to go too crazy. First of all, don't do that. Let's not make the mistake we made over here and, like, take precautions to ensure that we're not gonna... Well, actually, this is... Because now if we, like, try to dig down through here, we're dangerously close to this hydrogen. We might have to do a pincer movement. But even then, like, eventually, you're gonna have to get down close to this hydrogen. But I don't think we're gonna be using this water that much early on. I am going to go ahead and build this pillar anyway, just in case something weird happens, this rock erodes over time. That looks like sand. Sand loves to give way to water. So I want to, like, prioritize this, just in case. And I want to make it just a construction. What they don't know won't hurt them. And this... did we get our compost station up? We did not. I also for some reason, was under the impression these pneumatic doors blocked airflow. They definitely don't. They only block... Yeah, they don't really block anything other than, like, animals. So this polluted oxygen is still going to come through, but it's going to be at very small levels, and then eventually we can get an airlock. Let's go ahead and open up the research here. I'm just going to type in airlock, and it should be highlighted. Yes. Pressure management. We can get a manual airlock with with level 2 ventilation, which we don't have ventilation yet. So, and I also want to get interior decor because I forgot that lights are useful for growing crops, and we really need to start growing crops. So once we get our barracks up and running, also, you know what, I'm going to throw in another outhouse. That way, if one is full, the odds of us having a excrement catastrophe that we had last time are drastically reduced. I know we haven't unpaused, we're talking a lot at the beginning of this video. I just want to kind of get my bearings and share what I've been thinking about for the last few days. So I think we're going to go ahead and unpause. Let's go to speed 1. Of course it's bedtime. Why wouldn't it be? So we're going to put their barracks up here somewhere. I mean, we could just literally put it right here. But then where's the greenhouse slash farm area going to be? Maybe above us? Certain crops, I think that's probably a good idea. Certain crops stop growing, slash maybe all crops, once they get to a certain temperature. So maybe this area that's nice and cool. Eventually, the whole base is going to get heated up, and I would love your guys' help on how to deal with that, because I'm really bad. Let's go ahead and speed 3. I keep thinking you can just press 1, 2, 3 to switch speeds, like you can in RimWorld, but you cannot do that in this game. You have to use tab. You might be able to change that manually, but that's okay. Yeah, we need food ASAP. We've only got like a day's worth of food left. Toilet out of order. Literally just build this right now. So they should come down here. I think that's our only priority 9 task right now. Yeah. We got one. Silas is working on food. That's good. We don't have much oxygen up there. I apologize. It's gonna get fixed. In fact, we could probably clear a couple of these tiles just to make oxygen flow that much better, although they're still gonna have to... I remembered finally I used like a triple wide gap for my ladders, because eventually we're going to have fire poles that they can slide down, which makes it way faster for them to go down. And then we'll also just have an open gap. So it'll be like pole, ladder, gap, or whatever order you want to put it in. That way there's room for air to travel. Alright, this toilet's up and running. Does it need dirt? No, they've already just... Okay, so now we're not in danger of another poop disaster. I do have to do something about this water down here. I don't know what I'm going to do about it. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm going to do about it, to be honest with you. Working on power. It's all good. I mean, yeah, really, you just need to... We're gonna, like, keep this at, like, priority 8 for you, Silas. Like, this is, like, your only job for right now. Research? Are we not researching anything? I thought we were. Sorry. I was gonna do sanitation, I think. Yeah. Oh, wait, do we already have... We do already have that. Wow. Okay, never mind. And is that... That's the mesh tile! Yes, it arrived! So now... Let's grab interior decor. Oh wait, hold on. This blocks liquid without obstructing gas. The mesh tile only blocks... It allows liquid and gas, which is not ideal, but that's good enough for now. Yeah, it does not obstruct liquid or gas. That's good enough for at least like the... Come on. I cannot draw in a straight line in this game to save my life. It's good enough for this like main layer of... tiles to really get gas going. We don't want it here because we don't want this polluted gas to and we don't want it here because this water will mess it all up. But we could do it here. Yeah. And then this side we'll have to figure out how we want to go about this. But this side, there should be much more air coming through once they get these built. We'll go up to speed 2. Come on. Hit the right key. Silas has stopped making food to get a gulp of air. I'm sorry, buddy. We're gonna get you some oxygen up here. I might make this priority 6. Yeah, I mean they're already doing it, but I would rather them focus on this than all of this stuff over here for now. The shine bugs, I was also trying to figure out what they have really high decor. It makes them happy. Like you can see the room they're in, they love. It's like the only not hideous room, whereas this is just like garbage. Also, leaving crap on the floor makes the room uglier, which makes sense. So if we could trap a shine bug in a room and make that like the art room, that would be really nice. But worse, all I really care about is getting them a barracks. That way, the shine bug is not bothering them with light when they try to sleep. So I would say, let's get these tiles. You're probably going to have to sleep here for at least one more night, maybe 2. Someone just leveled up. Lord Manderley's machinery skill leveled up, and he's been running on the treadmill, so that makes sense. We're really only powering these 2 things, so you probably don't have to prioritize that like nearly as much, to be honest with you. And I would say the battery recharge threshold could honestly be like 30%. Maybe I could just type, that'll be more reliable. Because yeah, we're only powering up 2 things. Like as long as they don't turn off in the middle of the night, we're fine. And even then, if they turn off for one night, we're not gonna die. It's just gonna be annoying. While I'm thinking about this, I'm continuing to tweak my mic settings. I've added a compressor and a noise gate and stuff to just try to make it sound a little bit better. You know, again, I know it's not studio quality, like I know it's not gonna be good no matter what I do to it, but if we could just make it serviceable until I can afford to get a real mic, that's the dream. So let me guys know, does this sound better than the previous Oxygen Not Included videos? Does it sound worse? I know when I was listening back to some Super Auto Pets videos, I noticed that I sounded like very nasally and very tinny, and I think the microphone played into that a lot. I also have been battling like a cold on and off for the last like week or so, so that might also be part of it. But I do think, just from the improvements I made, I think it did sound better to me. Again, not great, but better. So let me guys know what. Let me know what you guys think, and then we'll continue to iterate from there. We finished interior decor, so now we can build lights for our farm, which means next let's work towards pressure management. That way we can get an airlock for this room. We're starting to get work, oh my god, done on these airflow tiles. They're not all done, but you can see this is really the only problem area. Like, this area is not great, but like it's fine, especially since they're not going to be like, hanging out in this area. They're just passing through. But considering Silas and like the research, the food, and the power generator are all up here, there needs to be more oxygen up there. We could probably actually... Growth halted because of pressure. We could honestly just bust out this area and like let oxygen come through that way. Because like these plants aren't doing anything for us now since they're not growing. We might as well let the oxygen come through. I should have done that sooner, but that's okay. What material do these mesh tiles require? Copper. Okay, it's not ideal to be using metal on this, but we do have a ton of copper. What do we not have a lot of? I mean, really, copper is like the thing we're lowest on. And coal. And those are probably like the 2 most precious, like the things we're going to be using the most of. Other than algae and dirt and whatnot, which we're just going to be using non-stop. I did get this at least started, so yeah, you can see there's more oxygen coming through. This area is turning more purple. It was all red earlier. We're getting there. Breathability's at 70%. we haven't looked at any cycle reports. Let's take a look at this one. So we still had a net loss of calories, even though I actually don't believe that because it was like 50 or 5,000 something when we started. But yeah, we had a net loss of calories. We lost a bunch of stress. We're actually, everyone's at 0% stress. That's good. We added a bunch of germs. That's not good. What about oxygen? Oxygen, here we go. We increased our oxygen by 26 kilograms. It's still not nearly to where we want it to be, but it is slowly improving. You can see we're more blue and purple than red now. The reds are just little tiny pockets. Now, where did those germs... The bathroom. That makes sense. We should definitely start disinfecting. I mean, they disinfect on their own when things get to 10,000 germs. So this is at 22,000 germs. First of all, why are you not emptying this? Requires emptying. Then empty it. Wasn't I able to click on clean last time, or empty? Let's put you on 6, both of you, just so, like, generally emptying the toilet is more important than whatever you're working on, unless you're working on making food or something like that. We really need to start growing food. Thankfully... Oh, we deleted your bed, but we didn't build a new one. I'm so sorry, Daniel. You're sleeping on the ground. That's really, really messed up. The oxygen will continue to spread overnight. Our batteries are totally fine. So yeah, let's... we need a new bed for Daniel. Daniel can be the first person to get a bed in our barracks over here. Assuming we get it done today. Now, I want to figure out why they're not fixing this toilet. So let's see. Critical Pig, are you going to come do that? Or Daniel? He's cleaning it, but I need you to... Okay, I'm glad you're cleaning it, but I want you to empty it. There you go. Alright, they're doing it. Yeah, let's take a quick look at our priorities. Citrate is also really good at research, 6 and 7. So actually, you should also prioritize research. But you're good at more things, so even though Lord Manderley isn't quite as good at using research, you might be more valuable elsewhere. Like, I'm gonna prioritize tidying for me, because I remember I wasn't very good at anything, although I am starting to get a little bit of pink on some things. Daniel, you're good at tidying, so let's prioritize tidying for you. Storing as well. And supplying. Like, so supplying is like, to build something you have to, there's 2 phases. You have to bring the materials to whatever you're trying to build, and then you have to do what this is, and actually, like, put it together. So Critical Pig is building, but the suppliers could deliver this copper or whatever they're building out of without actually building it, and that'll make it easier for the builders because they don't have to worry about putting the supplies in the right spot. They just have to build. And you can be good at one and not the other, so like if you're good at building but not at supplying, you'll build really fast, but you're slow when it comes to getting supplies in the right place. Alright, we're doing a good job of cleaning up this bathroom, and I didn't even have to tell them to do that, which is nice. So our germs should be way down. Really all we have are the germs in the water and on this one bed. We finished ventilation. We should already be working on, yeah, whatever the second one was called. I'm leaving this gap open just so the oxygen from in here will come out a little more. We're almost done with these mesh tiles, which is nice. We still have these over here, but it's kind of like... We also might as well dig that out to let just whatever oxygen we can get through up here. You can see up here, now the oxygen's pretty fine over here. So again, it's still not great. It's barely breathable, but they don't have to hold their breath up here anymore, which is nice. So let's speed up. You, again, really, I just want you to go away. Hatches can attack. It's pretty rare, I think, but, like, why can't you just dig... There's a little piece of dirt for you. Just dig down right there. Over here... I guess they're still working on these tiles. No, it's priority 5. I don't know why they're not coming over here. What happened here? Alright, we have definitely stabilized the tailspin. Polluted dirt. Come on. That needs to be priority 9. I mean, it doesn't need to be, but I just don't like looking at it. I think there's also some polluted water. You have a place for that. Maybe you can't get to it because of this water, but I don't think that is the case. Yeah, there you go. Where are you taking it? Oh, you're gonna go all the way this way? Wait, I lost who had it. I think it's... You're not putting polluted dirt in here, are you? Oh my god, you are. No. No, no, no. Where's our other... I know we have more than 2 storage bins, don't we? Really? You're the only one I want to have polluted dirt. Again, it's not that big of a deal, but I don't like it. Alright, so now we can build an airlock over here. So deconstruct you. And then we should prioritize farming, probably. A deodorizer is nice. Reduces disease and filters polluted oxygen. I don't think we are super concerned about that. But it will be useful in the near future. I think sanitation could be good. Wait, no, we already have sanitation. I keep forgetting that. We don't need coal power yet. Let's just go for meal prep and maybe get some... We can get mess tables going. We can give them a dining hall, which will raise their mood. And, yeah, we're just making some steady progress. Much calmer. Like, it seems like not very much is happening in this episode, and maybe that's not really true. You know, we're making a lot of progress. It's just not as exciting and not nearly as life or death as those first few episodes were. I think hopefully tomorrow they can get over here and we can actually... I gotta give Daniel a bed, even if this isn't where it's permanently gonna be. I can't let him sleep on the ground again. There's some green stuff. Are you sick? Didn't get good sleep because it's bright. Are you dirty? You are dirty. You're covered in food poisoning germs. A couple of you are. Yeah, we have unrefrigerated food. Do we have a refrigerator yet? No, I think that's coming in the research it's this one. So let's go ahead and beeline agriculture. We finished deconstructing this airlock, which means now we can do... Or the pneumatic door. Now we can do a manual airlock, which will block liquid and gas flow. And it's nice to get that out of the way before this really starts building up. Like you can see, there's no contaminated oxygen up here at all. I mean, there is polluted oxygen right there, but it's very tiny. Once we get these tiles take a long, the mesh tiles take a long time to build relative to the regular tiles. But once we get those done, they're gonna move much faster, I hope. Requires emptying. Then empty it. Oh, you're doing it right now. Okay. You are emitting polluted water, So let's sweep you. And it's downtime, so we'll switch to speed 3. We're kind of holding steady with food, which is not good, because Silas is working, like, basically 24 hours a day, or, like, his working hours are entirely devoted to making food, and we're barely staying steady. So we really need to get a farm going. I think while they're asleep, let's go ahead and... we have to bootstrap this farm stuff, so let's get an airflow tile. I don't know, is it worth using all this copper on tiles? I'm trying to remember, for farming, what kind of seeds do we have? I can't remember if they need to be, like, what kind of environment they need to be in. I don't think it says. I'd probably have to, like, actually plant it first. I know the temperature matters. Obviously, the oxygen and carbon dioxide matter. But I don't know that, like, keeping a certain atmosphere or anything is necessary. So it would be good for airflow, but I kind of don't want to use copper on these tiles if I can avoid it. So we'll start off... Hold on, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4... So we'll build right here. Then this can be this. Well, we could actually, hold on. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So we'll continue this. We'll leave a little gap for air. Maybe we'll do airflow tiles right there. You use 100 copper, so you use the same amount of copper, so I might as well use the airflow tiles instead of the mesh tiles, because eventually you'll notice, or it'll happen at some point, it always happens to me when I play this game, I'll spill something, like, really high up, and because I have mesh tiles from the beginning of my base, it'll, like, drip all the way through the mesh tiles. So I would like to avoid using mesh tiles where possible. So yeah, let's dig all that out, and then let's dig... I don't want to bust this water, for sure. So let's do, like, this. And then we can figure out from here where we're going to put our greenhouse. Probably right here. Get back up to speed 3. But again, the barracks is priority number 1, and they aren't coming over here. But hopefully that's... the next step. Is that oxalite? Yeah. So let's go. I'm gonna stay on speed 3 today because, like, they're just gonna be doing a lot of digging and building tiles and stuff. I do want that to be picking up, if possible, please. Missing research station. Oh, I forgot you have to build a better research computer. Okay, then let's not go for refrigeration yet. Because that's going to come very, very soon. I don't feel like building a supercomputer right now, because I want them to focus on other stuff. Filtration, we're not filtering any gases right now. Suppose an apothecary is useful. Actually, no, yeah, let's go for employment. Give them a cooler to raise their mood a little bit. This is really ugly. I would love to just get rid of all of that. Good job. There's also no need... Well, this was to stop them from walking this way, to stop them from walking through the water. So I actually am going to leave that up. How are things going over here? I suppose I should prioritize this, maybe? And then make all of this priority 4. Just that way they're forced to do over here first. Silas earned a skill point. And you are our cooker, correct? Yes, I believe so. So yeah, for sure want you to do that. Daniel, did we not give you your point at the beginning of the video? I remember looking at you and you had the plumbing and I was like, I could do construction or digging or strength, and I never... Do we have anyone doing doctoring? Medicine 3. So Silas could also be our doctor. Our chef and our doctor being the same person is kind of scary, because if they die, we're screwed. But, I think... What are your priorities right now, Daniel? Tidying. You're just kind of like running around, so yeah. Strength. Strength is probably a good bet here. We got an achievement. Let's see what that is. Now it's probably getting close to the end of this video. Use a duplicate skill points to buy out an entire branch of the skill tree. Really? Oh, there's only 2. Okay, I thought they all had 3. Okay, yeah. So that's a good stopping point. This was a slower episode, but we kind of, you know, life has calmed down. We're not facing imminent destruction every day like we were early on. So this is more chill. We're just hanging out with our duplicates, trying to get them a quaint little society going here. And hopefully not get them killed along the way. If you're enjoying this series, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys again next time.